Alright. Yeah, I've been on the server for a little while, but mostly it's just resetting my inventory because I dropped everything to go fight aliens last time. And then filling in lakes because I'm a terrible person, maybe.
You can't use magnesis on something that's stasis in Zelda, right? You
No.
have to wait.
Yeah.
Everyone's backseat gaming me really hard because I did the desert beast, and there's the hanging chest.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you stasis and you shoot the arrow and you magnesis it. I'm like, no, you can't magnesis something that's stasis. They're even specifying magnesis it while it's still stasis. I'm like, no, that doesn't work.
I used a bomb, actually.
I think these backseat people haven't played the game, which is the worst type of backseat gaming.
Yes. I actually used a bomb to, like, slide something into place to fling myself up there. It was great.
Flung yourself up to the chest?
Yeah.
While it was hanging from the rope? And what, you stand on top of it or something?
Hit it down.
You can't hit it down, though. It's above a pit.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different chest, then.
No, I'm talking about, like, the one that's hanging from a line, like it's a fishing line.
Oh,
you
just shoot the line.
Pretty sure if you shoot it, it falls. Because it's above open land.
Oh.
Like, it's just floating out over a cliff.
Oh.
Jack Sparrow.
Oh. Yeah, we just... You know what? We flung that one into the void because we didn't properly understand it because we did that at 2 a.m. That was a whoops. I remember now. No, I was thinking about...
Line, I'm like, I bet there's a bunch of videos of this thing going off a cliff.
What I did was you know how you have to, like, raise the tail or something to, like, get onto the back for the first time? We just bombed ourselves up there and there was a chest. I thought that's what you were talking about. There's also a chest on the elephant, which, I don't know. They blur together.
There's chests everywhere in that thing.
Yeah. So, by the way, it's not going to change how you do things, but apparently by doing the dungeons, you actually screw over the last boss fight.
I mean, you're supposed to.
Well, Ganon is, like, really short if you do all the dungeons.
Well, the dungeons are already easy anyway for me.
I know, but, like, I got to Ganon and I killed him in, like, 5 minutes, and I'm like, wait, really? Turns out, the fighting Ganon is way slower if you have to, boss rush beforehand. Because you have to fight all of the previous bosses before Ganon if you don't do the dungeons. And then also, he has more health. And I was like, this is dumb. Okay.
Are your fans doing a fan game or something?
I don't think so.
Every
Why?
time I ever try to join your game, I type Wander, and there's another person named Wander that has a similar playtime.
Weird. If so, oh, there was the fan server for a little while that, like, Gemroth.
It seems like somebody's just hosting a game every time you play at the same time as you playing.
Huh. Weird.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
To a point. I'm gonna mostly be eating. I'm having a quesadilla-esque concoction.
Dude, we
gathered all the ingredients for a quesadilla, but then didn't prepare it like a quesadilla because I didn't know what I wanted until I had all this stuff on my plate.
we found out that Whole Foods sells Gouda, like shredded Gouda, like shredded cheddar and stuff like that. So
That sounds good, huh?
I've been having Gouda Gouda quesadillas.
Oh my
lately,
god, robots are back.
and they're amazing.
I can't join you, Wander.
You
My base
should
didn't
be
have
able to.
robots. In the
Are you able to join
in the
Kubel?
took 3 tries.
Ruble? Oh, 3 tries? Okay.
Now I'm here. When we did the Bachelorland thing, we didn't have robots the entire time.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Brandon, I think our base might have been as big as this already. Rip.
Well, how many people did you have?
Like 9.
Yeah.
We had this giant base and and we actually finished the entire research tree aside from the repeating ones. One session, which was a trip.
Well, if you have a bunch of people that know efficiency and a bunch of extra hands to get things set up, I could totally understand it. Half the
You guys
reason
were
why we
working
run into
towards silos last time, I think. Weren't you guys working towards the rocket silo, or are you still rebuilding the base?
No, we were working towards rebuilding the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess who doesn't remember what they were in the middle of?
Me.
At all.
Well, you were mostly just admiring your nuclear.
Oh right, I finished that time. I finally wired things
I'm
correctly,
apparently
so it
standing at
won't
the
ruin
northern
me.
part of the base, so I assume I was killing something, but I don't know exactly what I was doing.
I don't know, look for corpses.
We were messing around with nukes, mainly just because
so
we
were.
could.
Okay, we were killing things then. I was right.
Yay!
Damn it. Good.
You okay?
Moving my keys on my keyboard. There we are.
I remember surprisingly well, despite the fact that I have like I've had like horrible migraines this whole week.
Power.
Is it bad? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably all our robots are out doing shit.
Yeah, I cut down a couple more forests. I've got accumulators being built again.
When are you gonna run out? Sooner or later, there's gotta be no more trees.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Short interruption for food. Alright, so I've got accumulators being made. Should probably take a look.
Start recording, so everyone start saying funny shit.
You're welcome.
That's just the worst. Ah, man.
It's only made funnier by the fact that you don't edit.
I know.
Did we?
It's either makes it to the video or you give up on the recording right now and start over.
Yeah, that's true. You guys could be really, really gigantic dicks to me.
And you know me.
I know. It's like I've revealed my one weakness. It's whatever is recording is going live, and we have to just live with it. You know, usually when you do continuous delivery, it increases the quality of the thing that you're delivering. Not so when Keith is involved.
Or the video content, probably. Like
That's
in
what
general.
I was getting at. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. So, where were we, Wander? We were tearing up everything?
We were just nuking things up north because it was funny.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I'm looking, we're completely backed up on blue belts. I'm going to start, making underground belts and splitters with this stuff, I guess.
Good to have a Mark II armor back.
Yeah.
I only had Mark 1 and on the Bachelor Land
in the Bachelor Torio.
Yeah.
Call it Batch Torio.
I'm
gonna call it Batch Torio. For like the one more time.
I think they call it Batch Soft, is what they called it at the time.
What?
They were doing Airsoft in the morning.
Oh yeah, for Airsoft. Like what you called Microsoft before it got married or something? Batch Soft? Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna start making underground splitters and underground belties.
Oh my god, a nice clean backlog of blue circuits.
I'm working on getting our solo...
That is true.
Solo. I'm getting solar... solar. God damn it. I'm getting our solar...
you're making yellow science that goes nowhere. You're making that much at least.
That's funny. Oh, man.
Oh, weird. Yellow science just goes into an underground belt that never comes up.
fellow players, I am going to make solar power.
Solar.
I will harness the Sorn.
So what can I do? I don't know what you guys are doing at the moment.
We're replaying the game, but faster.
I'm trying to figure out what to do around
Yeah, way
here.
faster with robot assistance.
We are replaying the game, but faster. Yes.
Did we make buildings that just make assembling machines so that you can just like tell the game to just plop them on the ground?
Nice things, dude. We just made things.
Because if we were making assembling machines, then we could just blueprint the entire base while we're going and not place any of it.
Such details, we just made things.
But it would be boss.
It would be boss. Guess that's what you can work on, boy.
No. What goes into assembly 2? Assembly 1, of course.
And assembly 1, yep.
How much space everything has. That's great.
Yeah.
I know, and I've run out of it because I spread out too much here. I just went and slapped my willy all over the base, and now...
Yeah, my goal is to be as compact as possible with all of my...
That was our problems in the first place, though.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what you want to do, is be compact.
No. Like, thin but long. Which I guess birds do.
Everything should be really pointlessly spread out.
I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Because you're going to build stuff between things later because you because you need the 3 things that are there.
I guess for me, oh, jeez.
Always happens.
Well, yeah, bird definitely has left room to grow and then some, but I guess it doesn't matter that much.
Okay, so you guys are already making assembling machine.
Are these just regular assemblers, Bird? No, these are blue.
These are blue.
Okay, for a second I was going to be like, are you a crazy person?
I'm not, like, a pauper.
I think they look regular to Wander because he has night vision on.
Yeah.
Oh,
everything was colorless.
Gray.
The only ones I can tell are, like, a color's 3s, just because the yellow is so ugly it transcends color blindness.
You just don't like the color yellow, though.
Ugh, no, I don't. Like orange yellow? Sure.
Wait, really? I just guessed.
Yeah, I really am not a big fan of the color yellow.
You're surprised the art guy has art hang-ups?
Oh, true.
I don't like yellow, and most of the time I don't like green.
Well, green is basically yellow with a bunch of shit added to it.
Bird, do you actually... Okay, you do have a requester chest. What's with all the express transport belts on the... just going... What is this?
That's where we're going to start making the underground. I'm going to fork it.
Underground belts don't require express belts.
Well, oh yeah. Well, that's where they're going to end up in the future. I'm, like, laying stuff out.
Right? But, like, you don't use
Just
express
nod
belts
and
for
say
anything
yes.
else.
It's
Like
either use it, oh, you don't.
You don't. That's why I'm confused. I'm
Oh.
like, what?
Yeah,
True?
you don't. We're done with these. Okay, cool.
With what, the express
Here, I'll
belts?
tear it up. You keep working on your thing.
No, put it back in the chest. Why? Oh,
What'd
wait,
you
yeah,
do?
you can just put it right there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
So
move it over.
The provider for the express belts?
Yeah.
Yeah, just jam all those in a chest for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
love
were doing
them.
that, but then I also got fancy with it for literally no
We're
reason.
preparing for a future that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Bird thought, not erroneously, that underground belts would require, you know, belts as opposed to just
Yeah, that's the
magic.
That's what's pissed me off this entire time, is that you pick up a stack of express belts, you're like, I'm gonna make variants of these express belts, and you're like, okay, you're gonna manually make a yellow one, then a red one, then a blue one. I'm like, what? But I have blues already. And like, nope. You have to start those from the ground up. It's really irritating. That's the one thing in this game. Well, probably not the only thing, but it's one of the things in this game that should have 2 different recipes.
Yeah.
To be a recipe you can make out of
Oh
blue
yeah,
belts and
dude,
a recipe that you do
alternate
from the ground up.
recipes would be amazing.
Oh, I would love that. You could, like... I think I actually brought that up as a suggestion on a previous episode, but...
We've had this entire conversation before.
I really want to emphasize, like, how cool it would be to have, like, different, alternative recipes for things based off of, like, what resources you had available to you and stuff.
Yeah.
That were just, like, side grades. There wasn't, like, this one's better, just, like, this one's different.
Yep.
That would be my dream. Factorio needs to be open source.
I almost corrected you and said it was, but it's definitely not.
No,
It's just moddable.
It is moddable.
Just
It's probably moddable in
any-
exactly the way I thought it.
Any game that's sufficiently modded feels open source.
True, right? I totally see where you're coming from there.
That was actually something that I did appreciate about Mid-Boss when I was playing it last night. The developer's like, well, it's not like I haven't set it up for modding, but like you can just go modify the source code like right now if you wanted to. And I was like,
Go wild,
really?
I guess.
what?
Really?
Yeah.
Neat. Good
Yeah,
for
I thought that
them.
was cool. It was
That is actually really
C++.
quite a cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, modding, like, coding in C++ is a pain in the ass, but whatever, it's probably worth it.
Here's a quote from chat. I wonder if this game would be better if it was 3D. I mean, it kind of is, but...
I wish that, yeah, I wish that it had, like, an isometric ish view. Just
yeah,
enough,
if you could
just
actually, like
what
change
was it?
your
Don't
viewing
Starve.
angle and stuff. Yeah,
Don't
yeah, yeah,
Starve
yeah.
level of,
Oh yeah, if you
isometric.
could rotate stuff, that would be really nice for some of these like weird tight angles.
Yeah.
It just made me think of Risk of Rain 2, and the fact that Risk of Rain 2 is going to be
Somehow a 3D
3D.
game.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like a game that's gonna miss the point of itself, maybe, but maybe they'll just
Yeah,
blow our
really.
minds.
It could
Maybe it'll
that
be
they're
like
just
playing
absolutely
Mario
smarter than
Sunshine all
us.
over again.
Or, yeah. I didn't realize that Super Mario Sunshine was actually good until I saw other people play it, and I was like, oh, what the hell? I did not give this
because you just thought it had to be
doubt.
dumb.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
thought
love
that,
Super Mario Sunshine, but as a kid, it was like the hardest shit ever,
Yeah.
comparatively.
Oh, it's a really tough game. I thought
freaking
Wind
Manta
Waker
Ray was brutal.
Must have been horrible until I saw people play it, and I was like, what? This
It has a
game was
pachinko level in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunshine does. It's really tough.
Watching Aaron
Yeah, the
do
Game
the
Grumps,
pachinko
that
level
was so funny.
was kind of the best, because he was losing his mind.
Oh, it was great. Oh,
Definitely
man.
just felt like
Takes me
luck,
back.
but maybe it's not.
It is pure luck.
It's luck. Pachinko's awful.
Well, real pachinko is luck, but I don't know if the video game.
I'm pretty sure that the physics is not deterministic, but it might be. It might be.
So I've
Keith, deterministic means you can determine it ahead of time. In case you were curious.
You know what means what the word means?
Well,
Wart,
I mean,
wart.
I just wanted you to make sure that you were still with us.
Orthogonal.
Wart. Wow, Bird, you are just burning through iron.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I guess once it backs up, it won't be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I'm using as much iron as I am, because, like, didn't we have similar levels of production when we first did all this stuff? Like,
But
it's really
we're
bothering me.
refilling the chest. Like, we've got a bunch of express belts sitting around somewhere. I'm just gonna put a request. I probably don't want to do that. Actually, that would be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and relocate all of the express belts from the storage area. Then I'm like, wait a second.
Idea. Definitely do that. Ruin the everything for a little while.
That came with like a weird like "What have I done?" sound when that sentence cut itself off.
Yeah.
We
Damn,
do
I would
actually
really like to see how it ended.
We do actually have a bunch of red belts, so I should probably.
We're now making assembly machine 2s that you can just request in your inventory.
Nice. Were we even doing that in the previous base?
Probably
No.
not.
Oh,
But it's the
Jesus,
smartest thing
hi,
ever
what the
because it's like our
fuck? That was
most placed
terrifying.
building in the game that's not a track.
All the robots have become absolutely terrifying in this playthrough, by the way.
Because they just swarm you from off camera.
Yeah.
Hello, yes, I am here.
It's come out of nowhere to absolutely terrify you.
How did our iron plates dry up on this path?
I don't know, dude. It's
What mistake
so
did I just
crazy.
make?
Like, why are we just?
Oh, that
not
was the
getting
mistake. I fed them off
iron?
of freaking iron gears. Let's change that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not gonna
Yeah,
go
just-
through iron gears
Just
reliably.
feed them from over here.
Yeah. I didn't look that far to the left. A whole new base. Don't know where the fuck anything is. Don't know what's going on or where I am. Someone call my mom.
Yes, Keith? What's that? I can't hear you over the sound of my being deaf.
Why is my mom the original Granny Smith apple?
I don't know why your mom is, like, older than time itself, but that's my headcanon. I will ask you to respect it.
It's your
Yeah.
head cannon.
And I
Oh,
will
no.
ask you
Okay.
to respect it.
Alright, so yeah,
Jesus,
so now
why are you
so now
requesting
you,
all the belts, dude?
Dear Lord, what
I'm
do you
moving.
do?
I'm moving the belts so that they get consumed. So instead of having a bunch of red belts
Oh.
sitting around in storage, they'll slowly get pushed
Oh.
into this one. Actually, I'm gonna just do that. There we
Kind
go.
of awkward if they're being built anywhere though.
No,
We'll be in trouble.
but we don't have any. We don't have any provider chests for red or yellow belts. Only blue. So this way,
Yeah.
actually,
That's the type of stuff I was doing before with science. Is I would put provider chest. I put down one provider chest or requester chest for all of the sciences next to the labs, so that it would, if any science entered the logistics network, it would just go back to the labs.
If any science listed the bird, putting it in logistic network.
Are you having a stroke?
No, I'm just saying. This kind of fucked up the joke I was saying, but that's okay.
We have science and logistics network again.
there we go.
We have
Okay,
so
now-
much in the logistics network. Oh my god. I guess it's because you destroyed all of our labs.
Yes.
Yes.
That would do it. That's just all of the science we had.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in a moment, once we have, I guess I don't know. Once we have science production back up, I'm going to.
Is it not up already? I saw yellow.
We have yellow and purple being made, but everything lower than that is not being
Oh, you
produced.
skipped straight to those. Okay.
Well, no.
Yep.
We never moved them. Some of our old setup lived through the cleansing. Mainly
The
because
Yeah, which is kind of a
Apocalypse.
pain in the ass, if I may say so myself.
it is and it isn't, because there's still room for those to grow. The only issue is they're currently in the way. So what I might actually do is just blueprint the red circuit setup and then just move it to the other side of the to the base. Oh, hey, that's where our accumulators were. That shouldn't be there.
Where's the recipe to make the
Zoop.
Is that the old
passive
accumulator
provider
builder?
chest? There we go.
Yeah.
So
Our
active
base is
provider chests
confusing.
will try to maintain some sort of given quantity of the object in it and
No.
pull up from, like, the rest of the network? Or
No,
how do
they
those things
they
work?
will actively get rid of what's in them. Requester
Oh.
passive
Need
passive
a requester chest.
yeah.
Instead of a requester chest that's like, I want 50 red belts, then it'll do the
Yeah, yeah,
logistics network to find 50 red belts. That's the blue
Okay,
one.
so what does an active provider chest do again then?
It'll immediately shunt all of the resource off into storage.
Yeah.
So instead
If you
of
use a
holding it there,
passive
it's just
provider
like, go
chest,
away, go away.
It'll just
Yeah,
get
that's
rid of
what I was
stuff when it's
saying.
if you use a passive provider chest, it'll get rid of anything that's in its inventory when it gets requested.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
okay.
someone wants belts, I'll send belts over there. But if you put an active one down, it'll empty itself as fast as possible, and if there's no one asking for it, it'll go to storage.
Okay, that's what I was assuming, but
So
I
actives
know.
are a nightmare. Actives are how you end up with situations with what happened at the end of our last session.
it was
Our,
great.
our last season, I mean, where there was just an
yeah,
infinite
so the
loop.
best thing ever. Gotcha.
So I think before we nuke the base, I'm going to replace every storage chest with an active provider chest just to see what the shit happens.
Our power
Oh.
shuts down mostly.
Well, yeah, but then
It
we
won't
nuke
be
the
that different
base.
from what we see every time you use drones in this playthrough, really, except that it's usually for a reason in this one.
Wow, we are destroying our iron supply. We're just not
Yes.
getting any. But what the hell is this?
What's what?
Oh, right. We're going from 5 lanes to 4, which is like
Yeah.
kind of futzing
Why are
things
we?
a little bit. Because we have 5 lanes coming out of the train station when the base was
Yeah,
built
that's
on
more
the
of a question for you, Keith.
Well, I don't think I set that line up that way. The one, that really shitty one at the end. I don't think I actually made that. Also, why isn't that iron smelter connected to the line? Who did that? You
What?
guys have an iron smelter right there that's just not connected. The line, someone
where?
just fucked up the line. Left. Look
Left?
where it goes from 5 to 4.
Oh.
There's a smelter that's just not connected.
Well, now we have
Oh,
6
funny.
lines.
Someone was about to fix something, I think, and then just stopped and left.
I think
Probably.
I
That's why
I
there's-
wouldn't
that's
be
why there's a
surprised
shitty
if
dead
I
end line and like a weird not going nowhere smelter.
I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't do that, but it was so backed up it just didn't seem like a priority at the time.
Let's actually do the splitter method for this one too.
What a weird nightmare. Bad things
Yeah.
happened.
That's
over
pretty
there.
hilarious. Let's see if that fixes anything.
That helps, yeah.
It helps actually pretty
With
pretty
that
majorly.
section.
Yeah. Let's see how this looks a little bit downstream. If we're getting like more iron or not.
Oh, by the way, another place to fix. Our original iron smelter over to the left also just dead ends right before it hits the iron line. It stops. We
Yeah.
just disconnected all of our iron. Why'd that happen?
We disconnected it because
eh.
Bird was making it go from 2 to
4.
a lot more. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We're out of iron.
I was doing it
nothing's
very
connected.
indiscriminately. I was trying to destroy as much stuff as I possibly could. I succeeded. Wow. This is just the worst. We are... Okay, I can fix this. But it's gonna be a hacky.
Hacky sack.
Oh, you know it. it is. The rare bird, laziness. Not seen very
How's it
often.
going over here, Wander?
Rare or constant bird?
No, 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 no. But yes.
I'm just trying to figure out how to hook 2 lines in without making it horrible. And the answer is, make it horrible.
Secret is more splitters. There we go.
Kinda. Here.
Yay! Look how consistent it looks. Why'd you do that?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh, because you have the blueprint.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Why is this not working? Oh, man.
It works better if you have all the ingredients, though.
I do. That's the crazy part.
But they're just going somewhere else for them.
Yeah, apparently the... Oh, I only have 2 construction drones in my inventory. You.
Oh.
You're
They have
mine
to
now.
leave to
There we go.
recharge.
What are you saying? You only have, what are you using the construction drones for?
I only had 2 construction drones in my inventory, so they,
so your personal robot port was just like,
they don't
I'm on
work.
break.
They don't work very hard. After a certain point, they're just like, we're tired now.
They just have a union that they direct you to talk to instead. Wow, where'd all my iron go?
Well, that solves a lot of the
Wanderer's
iron
doing
issues.
with it. Wait, so what was the issue then?
We just had a...
connected.
Our iron line's amazing now.
So you know all of the things that make iron in our entire base besides the train?
They were all cut off.
Yeah, none
Yeah.
of them were plugged in.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
explain a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
My train was exclusively feeding the base.
Well, your train was doing a very good job, so I just figured, like, that should be good. But
Yeah.
now we're all good to go. Okay, so express underground belts are now being requested. I can move on to making express splitters now as well. Granted, the production on the express underground and the express splitters is going to be a lot lower, but we use those comparatively a whole lot less, so I think we'll probably be okay. But let me know if we need to revisit this and amp up the production in the
weird.
future.
Also not hooked up to iron? Oh, this
Why
whole
do we
part of
have
the
a
base is
provider
not
just
hooked up.
at just the yellow belts?
The entire part of the base is not hooked up to the iron. Weird.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah,
of stuff that
I
got
most of
unplugged.
the base is currently not hooked up to anything. We're going to Eric Clapton with this stuff.
Oh. Well, I was using that to make all of our assembly machines, so I better plug that back in. Also, did you just make an unplugged MTV reference, basically?
I did make an unplugged MTV reference.
Stop.
When you wanna get down and you're feeling down cocaine.
That went places.
It's an Eric Clapton song. You want to hear a funny Eric Clapton story? Okay, one time in like the 70s and the 80s, Eric Clapton did so much cocaine he forgot how to play the guitar.
Then he did more cocaine.
No, he had to actually spend like 6 months relearning how to play the guitar because he did so much cocaine and he wasn't able to play anymore.
Actually, had a friend that ran into the
Did a
same
lot of
issue.
cocaine.
He never actually said what drug he did. We were both in the same drama class together, and he was always kind of a nice guy to me, but like, you know, definitely like rich kid syndrome. And so one day he just disappeared for like 3 months, and he would like come back occasionally, but like very rarely. And he just looked like shit. Like, he looked like a corpse. And eventually, we were doing yearbook signing, and he was finally back. And apparently he was able to graduate because, like, the only classes he really, like, needed, they were just like, yeah, whatever, you can graduate, who cares.
Unbelievable.
But he was just talking to me, he was like, yeah, I overdosed, like, 3 times and have been in the hospital practically the whole year. And I'm like, huh. And then he tried to get me to smoke weed with him, and I'm like, I mean, I guess weed is pretty harmless, but no?
I became known as a stoner, despite the fact that I went basically my entire high school career without ever smoking weed.
Look, you look like Danny Sexbang. It just happens.
Okay, who don't I look like at this point? I look like Benedict Cumberbatch, I look like Danny Sexbang.
If you grew out your hair, you'd be Danny Sexbang, but right now you're Benahuda Matamama.
Your butt is hot fuck Cabbage Patch.
I love his name.
I know. Benedict Cumberbatch is just a fantastic name.
I've
been
It's
rewatching-
the name of a fake person.
Sherlock season 4 came out on Netflix, so I've been rewatching all of 3 first. And it's just such a fucking watchable show.
It is.
It's just so much work goes into it.
I tried watching
like a movie.
I liked season 1, and then I tried watching season 2, and I'm like, nope, magic's gone.
Not great,
couldn't never
especially the
get back
werewolf
to it.
episode was like terrible.
The Hounds of the Baskervilles or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was bad.
that season 2 I don't remember. All that really matters is the finale, which sets up season 3. Because 2 was not great.
For me, it's just really, really unnerving to be compared to people that are considered like unconventionally attractive. I'm like, but I don't know what that means. Like good or bad?
It means you're an ugly duckling bird,
Oh.
and everyone loves you for it.
Eh.
Do they though? Making noises now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
That was really stupid.
I wonder about Cumberbatch because like he's one of those people that I get the feeling like they're considered attractive because they're famous. If they were unfamous, they might just seem weird looking.
Probably.
Like there's some people that I think become. I think there's some people who essentially become attractive looking by becoming famous in a weird way.
I think a lot of it also has to do, like, when you are famous, you can afford people that are, like, stylists and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And
dressing well goes a long way. Towards,
dressing well
like,
goes-
looking good.
Honestly, you can be an ugly person, but if you dress well, you're going to look a hell of a lot more attractive, just like baseline. And a lot of people don't understand that. Which is why I look hideous in my Dark Souls shirt.
I just heard Shell giggling like a. Oh, that was
Like
funny.
a betrayer.
Have I told you guys about the? Have I
remember?
Have I told you guys about the dude at Whole Foods that, like, every time I see him, he's like trying to guess what game my shirt's from?
Oh no.
Yeah, you
He's
told
like-
me about him. You said like it
he's
was
super
surprised 'cause you
accurate
didn't
about
think you'd
them.
run into like people like that in where you live.
Yeah. I mean, Kansas is apparently pretty nerdy, but he was.
Well, your area especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was talking to me about, like, Bloodborne, and, like, he recognized Prinnies, and I'm just like, this is weird, because I've never had this happen before in my life.
It's
I went
called
to a
having
nerd
a
college.
real life friend.
That's
How do you
weird.
stop it?
This makes the Wanderbot very uncomfortable.
I'm just worried that someday I'm gonna have like
so
a
turned around,
Wanderbot
what
shirt, and
happened
somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're a fan of Wanderbot too," and I'm like,
They're gonna recognize the Wanderbot, but they're not gonna recognize you. How the hell is that gonna
Most-
work
It
out?
happens
people
a lot
are
for
still-
Rooster Teeth people.
yeah, people are still requesting like face reveals from me, and I'm
What
like,
happened here?
I have my face in a lot of things, actually.
Yeah, I've tried to toy with people that ask for a face reveal to try to hint at the fact that my face is all over the place, and they didn't get it at all. They still were earnestly asking for a face reveal, and I'm like, what does that mean? So,
Yeah, I
what
guess it could
happened
happen.
here? This
Nothing
is
where.
where I was working on, right? Not
Yeah,
mixing it up with
probably.
another location. There's
What,
nowhere
your
that makes
assemblers?
assembly. There's nowhere that makes assembly machine ones anywhere in the base besides this north spot, right?
think so.
No, the purple science requires assembly machine ones.
Yeah, this north spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
somehow.
I muted you. I muted you. Why?
I somehow
Why are you
fucked
saying things to me?
everything up. I'll just have to start over at figuring out how to repair this place so it makes sense. Okay, so
That's what we're doing. And
get the
I'm
assembly
noticing
machines
that
into
I'm-
there, but I need to figure out what happened to its ingredients because it requires iron,
just say,
gears,
even
and
though
circuits, and somehow we have steel here, and I don't know how it got here, honestly.
Even though I've torn up the base a fair bit and I'm like rebuilding a lot of stuff, I'm not exactly doing a better job than
Where's this?
than what I
Where's
was
the
doing
steel
first
coming
time
from?
out there.
That is actually leftover steel from the days of yore when steel was normally coming through here.
Just weird mystery steel?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like standing here diagnosing it because I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah,
everything's wrong here.
No, that's just mystery steel.
There's
Don't
also
worry
a
about
passive
it.
provider chest that seems to... Did you put this here, Bird?
But what here, Bird?
You put a provider chest down by the gears?
No.
That's just
but maybe.
randomly
Let me look at
grabbing
you.
random amounts of gears and circuits?
Don't worry about that.
I did not do anything in that area.
It was originally a provider chest purely for gears, but I just rerouted the circuits through by accident.
Yeah,
And-
it already had circuits on it a second ago too, which was weird in the first place. I'm like, why was this doing?
All right, and
Yep.
fast splitters are
It's
advanced.
also currently
circuits.
like the
Oh,
least
shit.
efficient place
Are
to
we
look for
making
gears
advanced
in our
circuits
base.
anywhere? I mean, oh yeah, I guess we are making advanced circuits all over the place.
Yeah,
Well, I'll do the lazy solution for right now and then fix it later.
gotta fill up with those red circs. Gotta fix it later, which I mean, forget about it entirely. Be like, whoa, how'd this happen later?
I'll be like, I'll
This is
never
crazy.
tell.
Look how crazy this is.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god, it's so crazy.
Isn't it ironic?
Don't you think?
Like rain.
There it is. There it is. It was like someone's gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it. But I want to do it.
I don't know.
I like how it seems like
What?
it almost feels intentional how none of it can be interpreted as irony, almost.
I don't know how she screwed it
Like-
up so
like,
bad.
One of the worst one is like, it's like rain on your wedding day. It's like, it's just like a bad thing and that's it.
Mhm.
This kind of sucks. Isn't ironic?
I don't even remember the most, like, it's like a free flight when you're already late or something like that.
Yeah.
Free ride, I don't know.
Like
and
a
then
free
the back half of it is
ride when
about
you're
somebody
already
who's
late.
it's like the back half of it is about a guy dying in a plane accident who was scared of flying. It's like, it's not ironic, that's just really, really sad.
Yeah, and self-fulfilling prophecy, maybe. Well, not self-fulfilling, but just the thing
I'm
he
so
was afraid
scared
of
of dying
happens.
while I fly. I'm so freaked out, and he like hijacks the plane and crashes it.
That
So
would-
scared.
I don't know what that would be. It'd be probably closer to irony, at least. It can't
Actually,
get further.
yeah, that would be closer to irony. Funny that.